Hi people, it's Aidan here. You are watching my barn conversion vlog. We are back at the barn. I decided to go home for a few days because we actually got planning permission. Give us a thumbs up if you like that. Went home, had a nice curry and a beer and everything, and like kind of like mini celebration with Lou. So for anyone that's watching that's interested in doing a barn conversion one day, you probably won't have to deal with this kind of stuff, not really, because when you get planning permission they whack in a load of conditions. There's a few that I need to now comply with. The architect would normally sort out a few of these, but obviously I've sacked the architect, so I'm sorting it out. I'll talk you through some of the ones that I need to do now, some that I need to do a little bit later and stuff like that. So it's actually super windy today, so that's why I'm in here having a chat with you. I'll have to talk you through here, and then I'll go outside, I'll film a few things, I'll cut it all together. You probably just be listening to a bit of music, just watching me do stuff. Anyway, conditions. So one condition, courtesy of Highways, I need to give them details of how I'm going to stop the discharge of water from our property onto the highway. I already sent them a picture of this, basically a level going from the highway onto our land, and it runs downhill onto our land. In essence, that shouldn't be a condition in the first place, because they know that I don't need to do anything about it, but I think that I need to resubmit something and just make it clear that gravity doesn't go uphill. Maybe I'll have to send in a scientific paper explaining gravity to them or something like that. So another one I need to do before construction is something that's called DM01. So it's basically laying out the entrance. It's something that I was going to do. I was going to do right at the end, just sort it all out then. But apparently I need to do it now. So I'm going to pull out the gate that I've got over yonder, and I'm going to put in a steel in the ground. I'm after one on Facebook Marketplace. I'll hopefully weld it to it, and you might get to see me do that later on during the video. Prior to slab level, I need to show them where the cars are going to park and stuff and manoeuvre. Even though it's bloody blatantly clear in the plans, I need to make it even clearer for them. So you've seen out there, it's just all concrete. It's going to stay exactly the same. I'm going to get chip and tar eventually when I'm sorted it. When we're finished, that will be the last kind of thing that I do. And another thing I need to do is basically give them a layout where the bat and bird boxes are going to go. So this is as a result of the biodiversity enhancement. I've already given them details of where I'm going to put them and how I'm going to build them and everything like that. I assume the planning officer just ignored it and put in the condition anyway, and then I need to resend the information. Since then I've had a slight change of plan. I'm going to put the bat box somewhere else, and I'm actually going to make that today. So you get to see what's going on. I'm going to put it on the oak tree. I'll make the box out of some wood that I've got just over here. You need to make it out of wood that's not treated. So one of the pallets is not treated, and then I'll show you exactly what I've done. I'll put it all together, and then we'll get up the tree and then whack it up.
Silent wings, filling bellies with tiny insects. Small black bodies wheeling wildly through the air like drunken birds. I can almost hear them speaking a language older than the trees. Hear them laughing with the joy of a fiery sunset, or hear them singing of days when stars were brighter, world was younger, spirits lighter, night awake each night as we drift to sleep, slowly unfolding like nocturnal flowers. Darkness descends, but they don't need light, finding their way with their crystal voices. I can almost hear them speaking a language older than the earth, hear them laughing with the joy of a moonlit night sky, or hear them singing, singing of days when stars were brighter, world was younger, spirits lighter, night was longer, dark was darker. I long to fly with them, to know the night like a bosom friend, to run from the daylight, to sleep beneath the bridge. I long to hang beside them, be a keeper of the dark. They will not forsake the night for the glow of electric lights.
So there we go, that's my back box. I've put a little bit of leftover felt. It's a good job I'm a bit of a hoarder, eh? So that's quite quick. So this is so they fly out and then they go, "Whoa," and they go, "Ooh, ooh, ooh, ooh," and then they get in there. So this is about it's supposed to be anywhere between 15 and 20 mil. So that's so the bats can get in, but predators can't get them. So I've gone to all this effort. I bet no bats moving, but it's just one of them things. So I'll need to make a couple of bird boxes as well at some point. I'll whack this up and then I'll be able to take a picture of it and send it to planning. So you need to do another application to discharge conditions. So you've got one or two choices. If you don't like the conditions, you can then try and fight against it and make another application. It's almost like a new planning application. That's an extra, it's more money, or it's like 100 quid to discharge certain conditions. So there's certain ones that you need to do straight away, before you either construct, before you put the slab down, and others that you need to discharge before occupation. One of the ones I need to discharge before occupation is to do a lighting design for outside, to take into account for bats and stuff like that. So a lot of these conditions, it's all about you spending more money, basically. It's almost like they make it up to keep the economy going, the wider economy. There was a few of them that I didn't necessarily understand straight away. And even though I've got a brain on me, it's just like, maybe I was a bit stressed and angry. I emailed the planning officer and I said, can I get these in plain English? Basically that means explain it like I'm a moron, even though I'm not. And she said that normally people employ professionals to deal with it, and I was just like, fuck off, will ya? So yeah, the council should be accessible to everyone. I don't see why planning should be any different. For some reason, obviously they've got copy and pasted conditions that they just whack in, that they've been using since, I don't know, like 1943 or something, and they're all like worded like they're a bloody solicitor and stuff like that. What's the point? So I'm going to whack this up in the tree now. Hopefully I won't break my neck. Hanging out in the tree, you know, like with my mates. So bats, I was going to put it above this and take this out, but then I've dropped it below. You want to put it 3 to 4 meters above the ground, because what they do is they come out of here and then they just drop because they can't fly properly, and it's not until like a meter down that they can actually go out. So I'll turn you around and I'll show you their route. So the little fellas are going to drop out of there, they'll drop down about a metre, and then they'll fly this way out. So also you're meant to do it not north facing, because they might get a bit cold, so it's preferably it's either east or west facing, This one I've done kind of south facing, but it's got shade under the tree anyway. I'm sure it'd be fine. It was just like the best spot, so they've got a clear route to like drop down and fly out. Otherwise they'll be like dropping down and then hitting a couple of branches and go oof oof oof. So originally I was going to put the bat box on the west side of the cart lodge, but after I looked up the condition about the lighting that I need to do and the artificial lighting and it affects bats and all that kind of stuff, I just thought if I put it on that side of the cart lodge, then the big glazed end, if we've got lights on and everything, it's supposed to like disturb them. And even though I only need to worry about external lighting, I just thought, well, it's probably like best furthest away from where we're actually living. That's kind of the only place that it can go. I could have done it on a big pole, but that just seemed sensible. So I'm going to wrap this one up. My battery's just about to run out on my phone. Maybe you'll see me do the temporary entrance, even though it's kind of permanent and all that kind of stuff, at some other point. Thanks for watching. Give us a thumbs up if you haven't already. You know how it is. I do all this for nothing. Hours upon hours of editing, but I suppose it'll be nice to watch back when I'm 70, 80 odd. See you later.